Hi, my name is Joshua Lopez, and this is my Benchmark Southwest Transit presentation. So starting off with our members of the team, we ended up choosing Natalie, Elizabeth, Caitlin, and Susan. All of these people really display tendencies of leadership and also having really strong beliefs in their own ideas and approaches. They're going to take this project. This is very important though to keep the group overall moving in the right direction, but also coming up with the best plan possible. Another key factor in these people that we chose are really their interpersonal skills and also how they would perform while working in that team dynamic. Each member is also very strong when it comes to conflict resolution skills. This is very important, obviously, because if there does come a time where there is any type of conflict or ideas conflicting or even personalities, it's very important that they have the skills to um, put aside those emotions and really come up with a solution to whatever conflict they are having and also communicate. Lastly, when coming down to choosing the group, it was very difficult to choose between all of the candidates. It was really difficult just because we wanted to choose the best workers possible for the project, as well as leaders. But we had to make sure they would actually work together and have the skills to overcome their differences and really come up with the best plan possible for the project. Next, we have strengths and weaknesses. So really, you can see it's broken up into two sides. The overall idea behind having several people with strong beliefs in their ideas is really just to combat group conformity. An article written by Paul Rogers and Todd Centuria highlights the negatives of group conformity. Many people, so quote or start quote, many people go along with the group regardless of what they themselves might think as individuals, end quote. And overall, this can hurt the team just because when you start just going with the process and agreeing with others what they might think, you tend to run into some issues there. The next one would be strong in conflict resolution. This was touched on in the last slide. It is one of the main reasons we chose to go with these certain people. Because like I said before, whenever there is some type of conflict, depending on what it is, we just really wanted to make sure they had the skills in order to really come up with solutions and move past it. Next, we have able to communicate effectively. This also kind of goes within the conflict resolution, but overall as a group as well, with ideas or approaches or in conflict. We just wanted a group that would be able to have the skills to communicate effectively and work together and move forward together as well. Another strength for the team is that they all display leadership. The group overall displays leadership. This is very important due to the fact that the ideas that will be coming up and the approaches all really geared towards the best possible outcome and solution for the project. So very good strength there. And then last but not least, overall, just a really good teamwork skills and abilities. This is kind of a combination of all the ones before. Just overall, really good teamwork skills in order to work together for um, the overall goal. Some weaknesses, of course, in every group, there are some weaknesses. So they are very like-minded, so they're all leaders. This can run into, or this can end up being um, a problem for the group due to those similar ideas and similar minded people. Conflicted ideas and approaches may occur, or even the personalities may collide. But like I said before, we really want to choose people that have the skills to put that aside. So well, our hopes is that their strengths can outweigh their weaknesses. All right. And now for motivating the team and motivating the team, ensuring success, and fostering collaboration. This is very important. So the two strategies that will be incorporated are the human relations approach and human resources approach. With the human relations approach, it's very important to make the employees feel heard and appreciated. Overall, this will really enhance the motivation needed for the project to make sure it follows through to the end. In order to have the employees feel heard and appreciated, employees will be able to make very important decisions in the project. So the overall really big ideas, obviously they will have to talk with management first, but overall they are the go-getters and the people coming up with the ideas in order to have the best outcome. Also, this will show that there is trust between management and the employees group. This should also enhance motivation, just to show that there is that trust between us. On the other hand, with the human resources approach, employees strive for motivation by the feeling of having contributed to the organization. So with this approach in mind, motivation should be high in the employees already, previously actually starting the project, just because they were selected specifically for this high pressure, high stakes job. So they should already be coming into the project confident in their skills, but also motivated. And they were selected specifically to help the organization overall to solve a problem and make very important contribution to the organization they are a part of. All right. And the next slide we have here is going to be managing conflict. So managing conflict, kind of touched on it before. It's very important whenever there's a group setting. So first, it would be very wise for management to explain the reasons behind the team being assigned. Really being honest that their work is imperative. What is an imperative must will create considerate pressure, but it is a fact. Their work is very imperative and very important because, like I said before, it is a high stakes, high pressure job that they were specifically chosen for. Next, it is very important to establish guidelines for moving the team forward as productively as possible. Not only that, it's very important to create effective collaboration between the members. Management should really study the team's communications between them just to make sure that they are moving efficiently throughout the time they are together and not just having conflicts every time they come together as a group. Also, last but not least, compromising. Management is allowed to really see both sides and essentially give way to the exactness of what they want and to mold their ideas to meet with the others. So basically, management should be able to kind of oversee the group and really allow everyone to have their say and have their input for the overall effectiveness and success of the group when they are together. Next, we have foster collaboration. So it's very important that we really push the collaboration in the group setting. Overall, this is very important for any type of group, but in this one specifically, we really want to create effective collaboration between members. Managers should be able to study the team's communications between them, and should the team be more goal-oriented, this may actually develop personality issues. So typically you may want a team to go into their project with goals in mind. But like I was saying, this actually may develop into some personality issues or even complacency in their creativity, which will overall disrupt the value and efforts of the actual work being done. In that event, an introduction of task conflict by management is recommended. This will overall reduce the personal conflicts between the members and the group members and overall put them in the mentality of striving to really work together and really focus on that end goal, which is overall to benefit the organization they are a part of. But overall, this is very important to make sure that the team's on the same page and agreeing on all decisions made throughout the project. Next slide would be ensuring success. So with these couple bullet points, you see it's very important to set guidelines within the group. This overall is a good first step because all the group members can be aware of what is expected of them. Each person is held accountable for their portion of the project. And not only that, like I said before, compromising management is really allowed to see the overall group be able to ensure success. Everyone's able to input their ideas and approaches and overall help the group move forward. It's also very important that the management should check in on them, like I said, and see how the work is being negotiated and maneuvered, just to make sure everyone's able to really introduce their new ideas, have a chance to speak, and have a chance to have input on even other people's approaches. Next, conscious capitalism. This is very important that the group embodies this. So with conscious capitalism within the team, it's very important that the employees will continue to feel valued and respected. They continue to feel enthusiastic about their impact on customers, their salaries, their benefits, and the advanced opportunities that the Southwest Transit team really provides. Not only that, conscious leadership inspires loyalty and also consistent high performance in their organization, which is very important for this team. Just making sure that they stay high motivation, high motivation and high efficiency to make sure that they do meet that end goal in the project. So Southwest Transit team will continue to operate with the highest levels of conscious leadership. Some of those characteristics within conscious leadership can be love, care, enthusiasm, flexibility, emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, and overall, this is what we will continue to separate Southwest Transit team from other competition. Next we have is the value created from the project, and this will be the last slide. Overall, the group's strategic context of organizational behavior will continue to be the competitive advantage we have. It is the organization's edge over rivals in attracting customers, keeping customers, and overall defending ourselves against the competition. The group's sources of competitive advantage will continue to be innovation, distribution, speed, convenience, cost, service, quality, and even branding. The group has been assembled. The group that has been assembled will overall drive up the sales and overall reestablish the company's market dominance. This will overall benefit stakeholders as they invested their time and money into the organization. And with certain measures, as talked about throughout the PowerPoint, we will be able to remain successful and most importantly, competitive in our market. So overall, it's very important that we foster innovation, distribution, speed, convenience, like I said, and just really remain successful and competitive with those around us. And that is it. Thank you so much for your time and hope you have a great night.